So, back to your idea of, am I nervous because I can't handle this, or am I nervous because you're supposed...
Yeah, I'm normally nervous in in X situation. I am normally nervous. Therefore, I am starting to feel nervous because I'm used to being nervous. And then that opens up like a fucking Pandora's box of like, okay, so if this applies to anxiety, what else does this apply to? And one of there's actually a concept with like kind of anxiety, but there's a concept associated with Asperger's called mind blindness, which is basically like kind of what I was saying before of I like what I like when I like it, and that's all I'm going to do. And you kind of take all your thinking and you kind of pigeonhole it into whatever you've decided is okay. Like, it's kind of the only... I mean, you can look it up actually on the interwebs, and I'm sure there's lots of stuff.
No, Yoshi, I need you! Okay.
Okay, just...
Hold on, my nose itches. Ah. Okay.
So I don't know exactly how it works, but that's what it's called. It's called mind blindness, or and that's why they say a lot in therapy. You need to be mindful of this situation or whatever.
Ha!
We did it. Nice, or you did it. You got it.
That wasn't too hard.
What, comparatively speaking, that wasn't that bad.
I finally won one.
So yeah, so that's kind of... So
Mondo.
I'm getting... So the thing is, I'm getting nervous about the fact that...
What are you doing?
Getting so excited about talking about stuff that,
You wanted me to have the first try.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
fuck.
no. No, Cheep Cheeps! Well, that didn't last long.
Well, I know where the cheat sheets. No, but genuinely, I did just mash buttons, and
yeah,
I got it.
Well, we're in the habit of just playing that ice level over and over. This is the one where the water level goes up and down.
Really.
And there's a current to the left.
It would be better to... Oh, right. That's why we need to jump. Okay. So yeah, this is opening like a whole Pandora's box of like other thoughts of like, oh my god, if this applies to anxiety, could this apply to jobs or this guy I'm seeing or depression or like...
Yeah.
And that's
Are
scary.
you psyching yourself out for these things?
Right, exactly. And that's scary for most people, but for somebody who is very much,
We're not even going to get past the first Cheep.
No. For someone who very much is...
I wonder if getting Yoshi will help.
I don't know, dude.
You don't have to get Yoshi. I'm going to get Yoshi.
Okay.
I'm just going to try it once.
Okay.
Because it's really easy right here.
Yeah, so the other thing that I actually learned about, kind of earlier on in my,
This is not fair!
Fuck. I just realized why that doesn't work with hammers. How do you even get past that? Question mark?
Question mark, question mark. Get a Yoshi and eat it?
Perhaps? Can you eat it?
Yep.
Okay.
No, Yoshi, I need you!
And you even need to hit that guy anyway to get... Oh my god. It's hard to talk about new topics. So let me just finish what I'm saying. So there's actually this other concept, too, that for whatever reason, people with, hello, Asperger's...
Well, hello there.
With Asperger's tend to have a harder time making choices for whatever reason. So, for example, right? Like, if there's, like, thing A and thing B, and, like, you look at both of them, like, you can, oh, here we go. Here's an example. IRL example, from me.
Oh, that always puts you in the way of the hammer.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe hesitate a little.
Yeah. So, like when I'm doing a delivery, right? The process of a delivery is the delivery comes in. Insider information. The delivery comes in. They make whatever's for the delivery, right? You bag it up. You prepare it. You take it out to wherever you look up the address. You make sure the address is. You take it out to the address, and then you deliver it, right? Seems simple enough, right?
Yeah.
So typically, I think in that process, so the way that process, right? That order of that, right? So when I'm in the store, I should be focusing more on, in my opinion at least, I should be focusing more on making sure that I have everything for the order, right? That makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I have this ticket. I have everything for the order, okay? Now that I have everything for the order, and I know the order is correct, now I look for the address, and looking for the address and where I'm going is now the important thing in my mind. Right? Does that make sense? So I'm in the store, I'm getting stuff together.
Yeah.
I've got stuff together. Now I get in the car and go, and the stuff I've just gotten together should be less important than where I need to go.
Right.
Right? Do we kind of track so far?
Yes.
So, in my mind, and then you go to the delivery, you drop it off, and now it doesn't really matter at that point where you're going or what you're actually getting together. Right? So now the next objective is to get back to the store to do the next delivery, right? So, for whatever reason, I don't know why, and maybe it has to do with, this shit or, whatever.
Oh.
But, so when I'm getting together to delivery, if I see the address earlier than when I'm getting the delivery together, I start thinking of how to get there. So where I'm going, which should probably be the second step in the process, becomes equally as important as what I need to get together for the delivery, right? So this is how I forget things, or I look and I forget sandwiches, or I forget chips, or I forget drinks, and I don't have the whole thing together, right? So since the where I'm going and what I'm getting together is on the same level, I'm missing details with what I need to get together because I'm trying to focus on both of them at the same time. So then I'm trying to drive to where I need to go. And as I'm trying to figure out where I need to go, I'm still thinking about if I have everything. And so getting to where I need to go and getting everything together is still on a similar level of being important. The entire time until that delivery is done, they are on equal level of importance. There's no weight to what should be more important at any given point. Because, I'm driving, right? And this can actually be kind of dangerous too, because I'm driving and I'm looking over and making sure that the bag I have still has the ticket, still has the stuff in the bag that it's supposed to be in the bag while I'm driving to the place. So I'm like, did I get everything? Okay. I'm driving to the place. Did I get everything?
Distracting.
I don't know if it's, that's could be like a OCD, ADD component as well. I don't know. ADD came back as inconclusive. Fuck that shit. Oh my god, we're never gonna get past this.
I think this might be the end.
I think this might be the end.
We're not making any progress.
If we can't get past the hammer guy, okay. Okay. Alright, focus. The water's gonna go up.
What's in that box? Do I need it? It would help!
It would help.
Can I go down this? No? That would make it easy.
Yeah, it would make it easy.
Okay, I have to get that guy again.
Right.
Okay, I can run. And kick these things! And get him!
Okay. This is where I wish we had save states. You can't take too long, though, because the timer's ticking down.
I'm okay. What's in these things?
No, don't investigate. God damn it, don't investigate. Just go, dude. We need to finish this level.
What's in that thing? Okay, I'm gonna wait. Gonna wait.
I have to wait. I think I know what's coming, and you're not gonna like it if I remember this level right.
Oh god!
Dude.
How do I get him? How do I get him?
I don't know.
Oh, water! 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 Water, no! Okay. No, what did I do? What did I do?!
Lag!
That was lag. I was suddenly inside of him.
Oh my god, dude.
Well, how do you like them skills?
That was pretty impressive.
My panic skills. I think we'll be okay. If we can get past...
I'm not sure about me right now, but...
Huh.
So, like... So that's kind of like a real-life example, but to even give you, like, a more basic example, right? So, like, when you look at... So, like, when you look at a menu of a restaurant, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I never realized until I kind of learned this about me, like, why it took me so freaking long to, what am I even...
I don't know what you're doing.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
You're just enjoying yourself.
Yeah. So, like, even, like, let's say at McDonald's, like, when I went on my break, it took me a long time to figure out what I wanted to eat.
Oh god, this lag!
Oh.
How did I kill that thing?
I have no idea.
How did I know?
Wow, that's crazy.
We don't actually have to kill him, you can just swim past.
Yeah, but...
It might be easier. Anyway.
So, I often had a hard time figuring out what to eat when I was out on my break.
Mm-hmm.
Because chicken sounded good, fish sounded good, burger sounded good. And that's basically what nuggets sounded good. They all sounded really good, and it was hard for me to, like, narrow down, okay, this or this. Like, because they all seem like valid options. Or, like, when I went to buy a bowling ball, I literally stared at the bowling balls for, like, 15 minutes to figure out which design I wanted. Maybe not 15. It was at least 10, though. Because it was like, oh, I can see myself using this one. I can imagine myself using this one. I can imagine myself using this one and this one and this.
Do you, pick up one thinking that you've decided, then look back at the other one, and then change your mind and pick that one up again?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Because I do that a lot, too, so... I don't know.
Like, but the thing is,
no,
like...
I'm
not trying to devalue your experience, but...
No, I'll talk to you later about it.
Feeling. But, like, it's like that all the time. I mean, it's not like... I shouldn't say all the time. But it's like that a lot of the time, where it's like...
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's why I need to distract myself a lot, because... Or, like, do multiple things at the same time, to, like, not get bored, because... because that's how it works. Like if I'm watching like a stream on Twitch or something, right? If I'm watching a stream on Twitch, I normally need to be playing some type of like card game at the same time, or like I'm listening to a stream on Twitch, and I play Pokemon Puzzle League, or like I have to be doing two things at the same time, because if I only do one thing, I get bored.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
And it's like, so it's. So just imagine, like, all of what I just said, like, put together. Like, I'm not trying to say, like, a sob story of my life is hard and horrible, and it helps that I have, like, you know, and the thing that a lot of the therapists said, okay.
Well, that's new.
Appreciate it.
That was unique. There you go.
So some of the therapists said, as I've was going through, like, inpatient and outpatient, like, they're like, man, you've figured out how to cope with a lot of this stuff by yourself. You know, like, because it's like, because one of the things, too, with people with Asperger's have is, like their fine motor skills are not as good for whatever reason. And, like, I'm too into the story to pay attention to this. But
that's all right.
Just talking about this. So, for whatever reason, like, my fine motor skills are really bad. And it's funny because I've always joked about how my fine motor skills are crap. Like, when you were a kid and you had the scissors, like, that motion of, like, if I had the scissors too long, like, my hand would hurt. And so when they tested it, when they did, like, the IQ testing and testing for other shit, when they tested it, they were like, yeah, your fine motor skills and your hands are really bad. So, like, when I'm at work and I'm, like, cleaning, like, it hurts my hand to clean the mirror in the bathroom. Like, my hand hurts doing that. When I have to, like, twist it to clean, like, between the sink and the mirror between, like, the sink. Because, like, sinks come up and then there's, like, a little bit of mirror there. To clean that, it actually hurts to do that. Because I can't figure out a way to twist my hand in such a way to where it would be okay.
Yeah.
And it's like, and that's another part of it. And so people are like, how the hell did no one pick up on this before you're, you know, until you were like 28? Like, yeah,
that's kind of a long time.
Right. How did no one put all these things together?
Oh, like, come on.
Yeah, I know. The level doesn't seem too bad once you get past that first part, though, actually.
Yeah,
it's like I know or anything, but, like...
It wasn't that bad. I was freaking out mainly because I didn't know it was coming.
There we go.
Oh!
I didn't see that hammer.
Oh.
Yeah, so, this hyper-focus, and, like... the hyper-focus, and then, like, the inability to, like, sort out what's important and what's not important, and, like, hyper-focusing on things, and getting bored really easily, and, like, all these things happening at the same exact time over the course of the day.
It's interesting because, like, one of the things I do in class to help cope with, like, crowds, and I actually get really bored in class even though I'm trying to pay attention.
Yeah.
And so what I discovered worked for me is I would bring my sketchbook with me and open up my notebook and open up my sketchbook and put them side by side. And I'd doodle in my sketchbook until there was something I needed to write down. And then I would go back. I would go to the notebook and, I would go to the notebook, write the note down, and then go back to my sketchbook. Like...
Yeah, that's kind of the same thing I have to do, pretty much. Is I have to have, like, 2 or 3 different inputs at the same time.
Yeah, and, like, I couldn't just watch TV. Oh. I had to watch TV and have my laptop up.
Oh, I do that all the time, man. I, like, watch TV and, like, do Sudoku on my phone. Like, or do backgammon or something.
And
I'm not in any way insinuating that because you and I are so much alike that you have Asperger's.
Well... That's what I was trying to mention something, because I've had a lot of trouble looking at people's faces too. So I don't think it's to the extent of you, but it's very similar.
Don't be influenced, man. Just because we think similarly doesn't mean fuck all, man. Really.
No, really? If I did, it would definitely not be to the extent that you have it, though. I'm just saying
you can function.
Yeah. I think I wouldn't actually diagnose as it, but I really have a hard time looking at people's faces, and I don't know why. I just feel, like, really uncomfortable. Like, awkward, or, like...
It's awkward as fuck, dude. People don't realize that.
They expect something from me when I'm looking at them. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes complete sense. But, like, here's the thing that confuses me, too, though, is that, like...
What?
Oh, okay.
You can jump on him?
Apparently.
Oh,
I hadn't gotten past that, so I didn't know.
Yeah.
College.
Mm-hmm.
How the fuck did I get through college? And now I can't even I like work 20 hours a week and I sleep a lot of the time. Like, this is the part of this that doesn't make any sense to me. And this is why the fact that I'm very easily influenced, I think, plays into it. Because I think that has more of an effect on me than I want to give it credit for. Because how did I get through college?
I don't know. I had more energy earlier too, so I don't know.
I do actually have a theory about it, but like even in college, like I wasn't very social, and I wasn't like I got through it, but like I did need a lot of downtime to compensate for how much I was doing.
Yeah.
So in that regard, I mean, but the thing is, like, maybe people don't understand, like with music students, like, you know, you're not just doing classes. You're doing like a full-time music schedule and a full-time class schedule.
Yeah.
And even when I got to radio, even when I did radio my super senior year, I was doing a full-time class schedule and all the music stuff I was doing before and radio shifts. So I think that's why part of me gets kind of frustrated with the fact that I can't work more and can't do more, or seemingly can't do more.
You used to do so much, and now you can't anymore.
And it's like, what happened? Like, even at McDonald's, I used to be able to work longer than the 25 hours a week I ended with.
Well,
and you know,
I don't really know what it would be, but like this semester, I picked up going to class. I have one class once a day a week, and it's just so much more exhausting. And I'm think back to my undergraduate schedule, and I had like 3 classes a day,
right,
and that was fine. So,
right.
And I was able to find energy to go to like anime club and run my own club too. So right. I don't know if it's just what? Okay, just you. Yeah. If it's just like you were saying, being influenced by a analysis, or we're just getting older. I don't know.
You see, the getting older theory is what I think.
Yeah.
I think it has to do with more responsibilities.
That too.
That's my theory.
Yeah, because I'm living on my own now, so that is definitely stressful.
But the thing is...
Hey, Hammer Bro.
Didn't you live on your own in undergrad, though? Or no?
Well, I lived on my own, but I was in the same town as my parents. They were like 5 minutes away if I ever needed anything.
Right, okay.
And my dad taught in the same department I was taking classes in, so if I was ever lonely, I'd just stop by.
Right.
You know? And, like, I had roommates, and, it was like baby's first adventure on her own.
Right. Yeah, that's my theory, is it's more responsibility shit.
And, like, now it's, like, I have my own health insurance that I take care of because I was on my parents' health insurance, and, we're way over time.
Oh.
Let's just finish this idea, then. And probably, like, just do one more video, because we're not improving very much.
We had one flash of... You had
one flash of glory. Anyway, because there's a lot more going on. And also, like, I don't know, it's because I've become aware of my problems, too. Like, I wasn't as aware in undergrad.
I'm nodding my head furiously right now.
But the idea I have is that it's not learning about it that made it worse, because the things I was doing to compensate were not sustainable.
Right.
Like, what I was doing was assuming that my friends didn't want to hang out with me, so I removed myself and waited for them to ask me, and constantly monitored my own behavior and all these horrible things, like, oh.
I YOLO'd that and it didn't.
So, like, it seems to sync up with learning about the thing, but I don't think that's the causation. Remember, correlation doesn't mean causation.
Correct.
So, I feel like it's just you don't have as much energy because you're thinking about other things because of other responsibilities.
Right.
And what you were doing wouldn't have worked anyway.
Well,
Maybe. I don't know. That was a weird sound.
would have worked if I didn't want to stop hating myself.
Yeah, like, well, it would have worked, but I think the end solution probably would have been a few years earlier. At
Right.
least for me.
It-
I don't know.
and that's the thing, like, and
No!
like I don't.
Let's go to the next video.
Yeah.
Okay, pause on that. We'll be right back.